Welcome. So this is my first YouTube video ever, YouTube channel, YouTube video. Basically what the purpose of this channel is called the Passion Project. And I'm not an expert. I haven't written any books. I'm 24 years old, 24 years young. And I mean, I've been through things. I've been through a lot of things. I've read books. I've read a lot of books. And I don't know, I like to talk a lot, especially to like other people in all my social media accounts, and my stories on Instagram were just getting way too long. And so I felt like this was way more fitting and for me to actually center in on a subject and really talk about it. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's the purpose of this passion project. So to me, passion is something that's like so undeniable that you just like wake up every day so excited to, like you have it. You go out to do what you're so passionate about, what you like care the most about is something that like encompasses your whole being, and it just really lights your soul on fire when you know you're doing it and you know you're on the path of passion. And I just kind of want to be that guiding light for people, kind of giving, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, but I definitely feel like I'm on the path to my passion, and why I'm calling this the Passion Project, because the project is a work in progress. And this is definitely going to be a work in progress. And so I'm hoping from this that not only will I, come across my passion, but I will also help you get to yours, and maybe like just discover other things about yourself along the way, along your journey. And we're all alike in so many ways, but yet so different. And it's just really amazing to see the ways that we all can relate. And definitely from, posting on my Instagram stories, like I can and people responding to them and telling me that they're going through similar things as I am. And it just really, I'm just kind of like, that's when I got the idea. I was like, well, if I'm going through similar things as a lot of other people, then maybe, my words could be that inspiration, that motivation to help someone like pursue their passions. Maybe they're scared to pursue them. Maybe they don't know what's gonna come. And I don't know what's gonna come, but I can tell you that it's definitely gonna be worth it. So basically the gist of this video is I kind of want to introduce myself so you know who I am as a person, as an individual, kind of where I've landed and where I've gone from, what I've gone through. So this is going to be very in-depth about who I am, because I feel like once you know who I am, you'll trust me. And when I have that trust, you will take my advice, and I really hope you do. Like I said, I haven't written books. I'm not an author. I'm not published. I'm not certified. So take what you want as you will. I'm just kind of here for you to give you that inspiration and that motivation, maybe to start on something you've really been, procrastinating doing. So let's begin. I told you I'm 24 years old. Let's take it back to high school. So when I was in high school, I tend to block out a lot of childhood memories, and I just don't, and I like think that's just because some of the things from my past I'm not exactly proud of. And I've really went through a lot, especially in high school. That was definitely a transformative period of my life. I remember when I was a freshman, I was that girl that really wanted to fit in. I wanted to be with the cool kids, the popular kids, whatever it was. And I changed myself. A lot. When I was in middle school and elementary school, I went to the same people for so many years. And, when I went to high school, I don't know why I remember this, but I do. And like, people really were drawn to me because, they're like, I was genuine and I was nice and I was, very caring and genuine. That's the word, like very genuine, like as a person. And I remember when I started changing, that friends that I had known for a while kind of were like, what are you doing? Like, you're not the same person. And I did change. I did what any high school girl would do. I tried new things. I wanted to fit in. I started thinking differently, talking differently, acting differently. And, I turned into a different person. And I definitely learned a lot. in high school. And I remember like there was a part of me when I kind of like looked back and I was like, you know, I think maybe it was closer to junior, senior year. And I was thinking back in like my freshman year, and I was like, I was trying so hard to fit in with these people. And yet I was already accepted. But yet I tried so hard to fit in, like, and for what? And I think especially today, we all try to fit in so hard, so badly. We have to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with Kardashians. Like, we want the newest tech, we want the newest clothes, we want the best Instagram pictures. We have to be doing a lot in order to feel accomplished in this world. And at least that's what, you know, society tells us. But I don't think that's true. We don't have to be doing a lot. And I think that's where a lot of anxiety and depression comes from in people, is that you see all these people and they're doing so much. They're doing so many different things, and you're not doing a lot, and you're barely doing anything. And you're like, damn, like, it gets depressing, and you're like, I'm not good enough. I can't be them. But let me tell you, you can be them. And you don't have to do a lot to be accomplished and to be successful. Like, you don't. If that's not what you want to do, then that's not what you have to do, and that's not who you have to be. But I kind of went off on a tangent there. However, like high school, yeah, very transformative years for me. I learned a lot. Graduated literally a week after I graduated, me and my best friend got jobs working at a fast food chain, and we were working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. 6 days a week the whole summer. I didn't have a summer that day. That's basically when I like started to grow up. By the end of the summer, we moved out into our first apartment at 18. We went through a lot of things together, a lot of trials and tribulations. Went through, you know, for me, I went through a lot of bad relationships in that time. And from then, I just kind of like, I've dated here and there, but I haven't had like serious relationships. And, you know, I think a lot of this time from that point in my life to now, this like season of singleness that I have like really been in, and like I said, I have been in relationships, but they didn't pass the 2-month mark. Like that's why they're just kind of like short-term situationships. I don't know, but nothing serious in over 4 years. But in that time, I did a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not proud of the person I was. It wasn't a healthy version of myself. However, I did learn a lot about who I am, and I learned to be independent. I think I started, so I put myself through college. My parents helped me when needed, but for 90% of the time, I put myself through college. And I remember I was working another part-time job, and I came home and I was like, no, it was the same job, same initial job. And I came home, I started second, so I took a semester off of, we moved out, sorry, I know, I'm scatterbrained. We moved out when I was 18, into that summer. So technically I would have been starting college that first semester, that fall semester. Well, I delayed and went spring semester. And so I started then, and in that semester, I was like declared as undeclared, because I was like, I'm not gonna put myself through something I'm not gonna be excited about. Like I refuse to be that person that works a job they hate. Like I did not want to do nursing. I was like, that's not me. I can't do blood. Respect to anybody who can do that, because I am the biggest baby. I can see my blood. I can't see other people's. Anyways, but that's why I was like, I don't want to do nursing. I don't want to do anything in the medical field. And so I was like sitting in my room. I remember this, like came home from work. It was like maybe 11 p.m. at night. I had taken a 5-hour energy, so I was still kind of going from that. And I was in my room and I was like, Kristen, what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? Like, what is it that you are passionate about? And I sat there and I was like, what do I love? What is something you love? I said, I love football. I love sports. Okay. I love the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. So I was like, all right, so let's do some research. So I researched jobs with the Atlanta Falcons, found, I think it was a position in events. I don't really remember. And I went through the job, description and qualifications. And one of the qualifications was that you had to have a sport management degree. And I was like, done. That's what I'm going to declare. So of course the university I was at did not have that degree. So I transferred to another school, and that's where I pursued that degree. And I did that, and I was so excited about it. I started emailing people from the Falcons, telling them how I was gonna work for them one day, this, that, and the other. I ended up emailing the professor in charge of the sports management program, telling him that I applied to be in the degree. I really wanna work for the Atlanta Falcons, this, that, and the other. Well, when he returned my email, he said, basically, it is very hard and difficult to get into a professional sports team for an internship and job and so on and so forth. Basically discrediting my abilities and not knowing who the hell I was. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt because I know who I am. And so I did, and I pursued my degree. I, joined the club there for the major, and I worked for PGA, I worked for NASCAR, I worked for Disney, Wide World of Sports, ESPN, Wide World of Sports, and a couple other things that were really cool. And I really was open-minded about everything. Well, let's fast forward, went through my whole college experience, learned a lot, ended up buying my first car on my own, lived in a house by myself that I completely paid for. I grew up a lot in my college years. Definitely started reading a lot of personal development books, got me to where I was today. But yeah, so forward to my last coursework semester senior year, and I'm looking for internships. And at first I was like, okay, I would absolutely love the honor to work for the Atlanta Falcons, but I was like, I don't know if I want to move to Atlanta. I really want to live in Nashville. And so I knew that's where I wanted to be, was to be in Nashville. And, people always told me it's really hard to live in Nashville. It's very expensive to live in Nashville, like this, that, and the other. Of course, discrediting my abilities. Well, not only did I move to Nashville, but I also got an internship in professional sports. So to that professor, thank you for discrediting my abilities, but I did it, and here I am living in Nashville. Did my internship with the Nashville Predators, which is a national hockey team, NHL team, and it was the coolest thing ever. However, if you're watching this now in today's time, you know that we are going through a pandemic, and that unfortunately cut my internship short. And with everything going on right now, it is hard to find a job in sports. However, I'm determined, hell-bent, and I will get there. I know I will. But that's besides the point. So that's kind of, I guess, my little backstory of what I've done, what I've gone through, how I've gotten here, living in Nashville, making this video. I honestly wouldn't be making this video if it wasn't for this pandemic, to be quite honest with you. But I've had a lot of time to think and to process, and I really think this is going to be a really awesome project for me. And I am so excited for everyone to see this and to really be influenced by it. And I really hope that, like I said, I could be that guiding light for people. And I'm not a perfect person. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I make mistakes every day. But at the end of the day, you have to pick yourself up, go to bed with good thoughts, forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made, learn from them, and better yourself from them. We're not perfect beings. That's not who we were made to be. But, if you know who you want to be, you know the person deep down inside of you that you want to be, you know that. We have to find that, and we're going to discover that and uncover that, and I promise you, wherever this journey may lead you, I just pray and hope that it will bring you so much joy and happiness and prosperity. And I am so excited to see where this project will go, not only in my life, but so many other people's lives. And I'm gonna be trying to post these videos weekly, different topics every week. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to make this one an introductory episode, and kind of, have you get to know who I am as a person, and the things that I've accomplished. Currently I am unemployed. I think I'm going to start working my part-time job again this weekend, and I have a marketing position that I'm hopefully going to look into next week. So there are a lot of things happening for me, and yeah, I just cannot wait to take you guys on this journey. So yeah, the passion project is for everyone, and it's gonna be so much fun, and I cannot wait to share my perspective on things, because we all have different perspectives, and like I said, I think it's really cool to see different people's perspectives. So like, definitely, like, if you don't agree with something, please, in terms, like, I love to hear opposing views, but you know, just be respectful in those views. That's all I ask. And I'm open to anything you want me to, you know, talk about or touch base on. Essentially, this is for you. This is something that I hope will help you. And yeah, so I really can't wait for all of this to unravel and unfold as time goes on. But yeah, so happy first episode, and let's get your passion going. Let's figure out what we want to do, and let's go attack it each and every day. But that's all I have for today. Signing off here. Much love.